B, thank you so much for your hospitality here at Margaritaville Island Reserve. I love that name. It just makes me think of Jimmy Buffett right there. What I've noticed since I'm here, because I've stayed at a lot of these properties along the coast here, is that the people in this particular property are unusually spirited, kind, friendly, in a way that I did not expect that at all. Truly. Yeah, I'm so used to either it being, very luxury, and so of course service is tremendous, or it might be a bit forced, but everyone here just seems to be having a good time. Is that part of the culture here?
Definitely. Well, I think overall the Mexican culture is just, it's very genuine, and the level of service, I've also traveled to many places around the world, and I always say there's nothing like the service in Mexico. There really isn't, and it is very genuine. I think a lot of people, like the staff here at the hotel, are just really wanting to provide that service and go out of their way. And like you said, like it's not fake, it's genuine, right? So you do feel like you're almost an extension of your home, and I think that's something that we've always sort of prided ourselves on, where you're not just a room number, you're another person, and by the end of your first day, they know kind of, why are you here? What are you celebrating? Where are you from? Just kind of everything that they need to know, and they remember your names, right?
Yeah.
So that's just, again, just such a nice part of your vacation.
It almost has like a bit of that sort of American Jimmy Buffett flair to it. Like everyone's very cash, very friendly, how's it going? And speaking English, also a bit unusual, because I'm used to people having a bit of difficulty. I feel bad that I don't speak Spanish, but you know what I mean?
Yes,
like I feel like I'm in your country, I should speak Spanish.
Definitely. Well, I think everything is always appreciated no matter what country you visit. Like anything you can say in the native language, I think is very important. But at the same time, our hotels are always, through human resources, there's always opportunities to further your education, which one of those being very key is to learn the language so that you're able to communicate better with our guests. And also, on the vibe that you're talking about, I think it's really interesting the combination that we've done with the Island Reserve, because we have taken that laid-back sort of Jimmy Buffett style, but mixed it into the upscale all-inclusive. So that combination of two worlds that didn't have anything to do with each other now in the hospitality industry, I think has been a really great success.
I think it's really important for the advisors to understand how to position the product, because there's nothing worse than having people have expectations that are not being met, and vice versa. So it is a bit, it's active, right? It caters to a certain lifestyle, because there's music at the pool and the DJ's getting people to play games, and people are having a blast yesterday, right?
Yes.
I mean, really, they were having the time of their life. So how do you qualify that?
Well, we're at the Margaritaville Riviera Maya, so this is our adults-only location, which it has a different vibe versus, our Riviera Cancun product, which is more family-friendly. So here, definitely, you can definitely lay back and have like a different kind of vibe, and it's a very strong musical connotation. So we always have some kind of live music going on throughout the evenings or throughout the day, whether it's outdoors or in the evenings. We have an on-site brewery, which is ocean view. I mean, you can't get any better than that. We actually brew our own beer, and that's the focal point of the nightly entertainment. So you've got live bands playing there. It could be even entertainment as far as karaoke, but there's always something fun going on. So there's in my opinion, I always say there's always as much as you'd like to do or as little as you'd like to do, because it's your holiday.
Right. Now, unfortunately, there's not much we can do about the weather. It is what it is, and it has caused some damage along the coast here, which is really, really unfortunate. But I think it's important for the advisors to also understand that there's limitations to the beach right now.
Yes, that's a very good point, because there is a little bit of a handicap with our beach, regardless of the weather. So, it is probably a little bit more handicapped right now because of the weather that's come through. And let's face it, it's tropical season. We're just wrapping up at the end of that. So the beach condition will improve, getting into the winter season and whatnot. But I think this property already knew that challenge. So what did we do? We made up for it with all the different pool areas, which I think are a lot of fun. So if you're active, we've got the pool, including foam parties and whatnot. There's a more laid back area, there's swim out. So there's, something again for everybody's taste.
And the food is good. The food is fun. Really, right?
Yes, Definitely, yes. And I mean, I think the level of cuisine is outstanding. Charisma is very well known and very much positioned the gourmet inclusive concept.
Right.
So that very much took away from traditional buffets and more of a food display. And we had dinner at the Italian restaurant
It was
last
very
night, and
good.
I mean, I was just amazed at everybody's comments, which was just very humbling for me, because I thought, wow, and you wouldn't even think we weren't in Italy, right? But we're in Mexico. And,
It was very good.
So there's a lot of different variety of choices, laid back, casual, fine dining, and again, at your own vibe. If you want to dress up, if you want to be casual, you can do all of it.
Okay. And salt shakers included?
Absolutely, and don't forget the lime.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Bea.
You're so welcome.